Court is calling 2023 CR 6906, State of Texas versus Tyree Joseph Ranford. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garrett, Your Honor.
Defense?
Robert Gaona.
Are you Mr. Ranford?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision? First amended motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision.
Yes, Your Honor.
Second amended motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision, and state's motion to supplement pending motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke probation. With your attorney, did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state?
Yes, Your Honor. On the first amendment, Your Honor.
Yes.
Violated condition number 1 on or about the 12th day of April 2024 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant Tyree Joseph Ranford committed the offense of fraud and violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Sure.
Your Honor, will waive the remaining violated conditions.
Just one moment. Any objection to the waiver?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
No, Your Honor.
All right, state, what are you requesting?
Verification, Your Honor. And just for the record, we have agreed to TIC night bag 754625, which is a possession case which was alleged on the NTR, and also night bag 760242, which is the fraud case that you pledged to. Other than that, Your Honor, it's open to the court, requesting revocation.
All right, defense, are you in agreement with revocation?
We are in agreement. We're not in agreement with revocation, Judge. Mr. Defendant is requesting that the MTR be denied and he get continued on probation. We would like the opportunity to address the court because I believe his desires are to try to get back into lifetime recovery and do what he's supposed to do to be successful and complete that lifetime recovery. In the alternative, he's requesting from this court to, if the court deems it's proper to sentence him to TDC, to sentence him to the minimum of 2 years.
All right. So why is he picking up new charges while he's on probation?
He can answer that.
All right, you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Tyree J. Ranford.
All right, what would you like to say?
Basically, I haven't been making the right choices. And I understand that. And I understand that, I'm being held accountable for the choices I do make. And right, wrong, and indifferent, even if I'm,
I'm sorry, she can't hear you. You need to speak up.
I'm saying, right, wrong, or indifferent, whatever, indirectly or directly, the choices I made are my fault. Whether it be me hanging around the wrong people or whatever the case may be, it's still my fault. And even though I might have,
Yes.
and even not knowing what's in my car is my responsibility. So I take full accountability for that, but I would like a chance to be reinstated based on the fact that I'm choosing to do right and I'm choosing to wanting to succeed.
I mean, but choices that are made need to be made while you're on probation, not when you have a motion to revoke. What have you done since you've been on probation?
Well, I have, I've stuck to all my appointments up until the time that, I found out that it was wrong, but I mean,
Okay, I can't understand anything you're saying. You're gonna have to open your mouth and speak.
I did choose to show up to all my appointments for probation to my probation officer up until the time that I found out they wanted me to put out and whatnot. And I did do all my drug tests.
Deputy Lord, the issue is not the mic. He just won't open his mouth to speak.
But I did go to all my drug tests at lifetime, so I have all of that, and
Basically, that's it, but they show up. On my point.
All right, so a part of your plea bargain agreement, the state was silent on your application, so you had to come to the court to ask for probation. The state said, we're not going to say you don't have probation. We're not going to say to give you probation. So you had your chance to be on probation, to do right, to be in the free world. You chose not to. So that's where we are. I'm not going to continue on probation. I'm finding violation of condition number 1 true. I'm going to find you guilty, revoke, taking consideration night mag number 760242, night mag number 754625. Does anyone want to speak in regards to punishment? State?
State's requesting minimum 6 years.
All right.
Judge, we'd ask that you sentence him to the minimum, which is 2 years. Give him credit for all time served.
All right. So what I want you to know, Mr. Ranford, is I always listen to both sides. Sometimes I'll write down a number before either party says anything, because those are things that are in my thoughts where I think the case was.
Yes,
So I want you to know that even though the state is recommending 6 years. All right. So the court is going to sentence you to 6 years in the prison, and the court will give you credit for any time served. And I'll recommend the therapeutic community. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it?
yes, Your Honor.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the, I'm sorry. Pass that back just 1 second. You do have a limited right to appeal, and that right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you're on deferred adjudication. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, because it's a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a felony is, or if you have a question over what weapons or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. I take no joy in sentencing people to prison. But at some point in time, I've done all I can do. You understand?
Yep.
All right, good luck to you, okay? If you get out of prison and you need help finding treatment or anything of that nature, if I'm still here, you can come back here and I'll direct you in a location, okay? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Court is calling 2022 CR 6621, State of Texas versus Justin Kyle Perry. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense?
Adam LaHood for the defendant.
Are you Mr. Perry?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Justin Kyle Perry who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 6621 for the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon on November 14, 2022 for a period of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 4 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, Justin Kyle Perry, did then and there failed to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of December 2023 and January 2024 in violation of condition 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Sure. Your Honor, state waives all the violations.
Any objection?
No objections, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and an up to $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4? Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, it's the alter and amend for Bear ISF with ISP supervision after discharge, registration for classes within 30 days of release, verify employment within 30 days, and a 2-year extension.
All right. So this is not the first time he's been here on a motion to revoke. Probation. What is your recommendation with regards to Mr. Perry?
My recommendation is as what the state said, or revocation.
All right, let me see. All right, is there anything you wish to say?
Like another chance to try to do it again, man. I know I made a mistake.
No, these are not mistakes. These are choices. Could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
My name's Justin Kyle Perry.
All right, so I'll listen to whatever you have to say, but I want to let you know that we've done ISF with you before. And my understanding is that the rules of ISF were explained to you, and it was explained to you what you're supposed to do after you were released. And I know if you appeared before me, then I told you if there were any issues, you could let probation know. And if they were not addressing those issues off the record, she's just came in the waiting room. If it's Gloria Cardenas. Back on the record. And then I know I told you that if there are any issues, you could always come back to the court if probation wasn't addressing those. So why would I put you back on probation when we've already done ISF with you before and we've already done ISP?
It's a different situation now that I'm getting released. I got out of the bad situation I was in when I got out the first time. And I was dealing with a sick grandmother. She had just died on November 19th. So I kind of fell off, but now I'm more clear-headed and I'm out of that bad situation with family matters. So now I can actually do it and I know I can complete it.
I mean, we say that, but I mean, have you done anything on probation?
No, ma'am, I didn't. My grandmother died as soon as I got out and I lost all track, focus of anything.
All right. Is there anything anyone wants to say on his behalf as to why I shouldn't revoke him?
Judge, we're hoping, we certainly know and respect and understand it's within the court's power to do that, but we're hoping that the court sees fit to give him a chance. Everyone's needs in terms of treatment are different. I believe he can be successful. I think he will be successful in probation. ISF, ISP, certainly nothing easy to go through. We're hoping to avoid the chance to be a convicted felon, continuing this gift that he has with deferred adjudication and hopefully be successful, Your Honor.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to grant the motion. The court will find violation of condition number 4 true. The court will find you guilty. The court will sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon, and the court will give you credit for any inpatient treatment that was successfully completed. And I'll order therapeutic community. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Oh,
Sorry, Judge.
Oh, no problem. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you do have a limited right to appeal, and that right to appeal is as it relates to the allegation in the motion, not the fact that you are on deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction, you are not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record. I understand that everybody has issues, but we can't keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So I know that in this court, I give everybody a chance who's on probation, but you can't just disappear. You can't just say, oh, I'm having problems in my life. Let me just disappear. You understand? All right. Good luck to you when you're released. If you have trouble finding a place for support or a place to live, or you have drug issues, you can always come back to this court and I can direct you to a proper place.